Welcome back. This time we're going to be talking the entrepreneurship in the media industry. And you're going to...
Yes. And it's my pleasure to welcome Professor James Tasayu, who is the head of mass media and writing at the Pan-African University. Good morning and thank you very much for coming.
Thank you so much.
Now, the African entertainment and media industry has entered a new phase, one where the media is no longer divided into distinct traditional and digital spheres. Excluding internet access, television, film entertainment, and video games are the areas where Nigerian consumers are expected to spend the most over the next 5 years. I'm sure you are aware that in our society now, even grown men like Neota enjoy video gaming. True or false? True.
It's not certain.
So talk us through your thoughts on the media in Nigeria today.
Thank you very much. But before I do that, I'd like to give a bit of background, beginning the beginning.
Okay.
And that has to do with the School of Media and Communication, which I'm from. It's a school of the Pan-Atlantic University. It's a sister school to Lagos Business School and the Enterprise Development Center. Of course, there is also another school, the School of Social Sciences, which is offering courses in business. So the School of Media is actually intended to professionalize the media in our country. Because we have observed that there are huge skill gaps in the media.
You say huge, so we can't even talk about them because you say huge.
No, we can, and I talk about that presently.
Okay.
What I mean essentially
in a nutshell.
Yeah, essentially is, for instance, we look at writing.
Okay.
There are a whole lot of problems with writing, for instance, in the media, when some of our media practitioners can't even put two sentences together. And this is not exaggerating the situation. So
I remember when I was in school, we were told to listen to the radio and read newspapers to improve our English.
Absolutely. But
you
discover
can't
that,
say that now, can you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's difficult to say that because many people who are in the media today, I'm not saying all, many people didn't go through the kind of training. Some of them just have been working, trying to gather experience on the job. So there are these key gaps. And sometimes when people don't realize that these key gaps exist until when they go for training, which is one of the experiences we've had in the School of Media and Communication, because we are the foremost institution for training media persons, reskilling competencies, and trying to ensure that ethical conduct is enshrined in our media practice. So essentially, we try to see how we can help, because the media have a very critical role to play in society, trying to strengthen governmental institutions, trying to strengthen democracy, to create the necessary awareness which is necessary for us to develop as a nation. And the School of Media is in the forefront in trying to ensure that this mandate is actualized, is accomplished.
How would you describe the work that the Institute of Journalism is doing towards achieving the same goal which you have ahead of you?
Yeah, the Institute of Journalism has an oversight function as far as media practice in Nigeria is concerned. And we are partners in that crusade. But we go a step further because we have realized that for us to really entrench the culture of ethics and professionalism in media practice in the country, we really need to go through a process of training and retraining. Education needs to be emphasized. It has to be a continuous process. And the School of Media and Communication is interested in doing this because, like I said, the media have a very critical role to play. And the moment we miss it at that point, it becomes a very intractable kind of problem we have on our hands. We have a young democracy. We have to entrench it. We have to nurture a culture of good governance. And the media can do so much to ensure that this is attained.
Can we break it down a bit? When you say the media can do so much in nation building, besides informing the people, what else can they do? When so much. Let's bring down that so much.
But information is very critical.
Yes.
Because nothing can happen without the relevant information. We're not just talking about information, but also relevant information. And in this situation, if the people don't have that culture of awareness which the media can provide, it becomes difficult for them to even understand programs of government. It becomes difficult for them to even participate in the process of governance. So information is very critical. That awareness is very important. And the media, because they are structurally concerned, they are tasked with that responsibility, they just don't have to shake it.
But how can the media give out this, carry on this major assignment, which is information, when you talk about,
they need training.
When you talk about skill gaps?
Yeah. They need training. And like I emphasized, training is a problem. Because many people don't even realize, they are complacent about their practice. They don't even realize that they need skills. They need competencies. They are just complacent. And until they get involved in such trainings, that is only when they discover that these skill gaps are in existence. I tell you this, many times when people come to us for programs or training, it is at that point that they realize that they should have come for these programs even much earlier. Elsewhere in the world, a media organization like a Channels, for instance, okay, will be involved in this kind of process. You have actually sent some of your products, your staff to our training. Some of them have been doing very well. I can testify to that. But how many other media organizations are aware of this?
Okay.
If they can't even pay salaries, you can't begin to even talk about training. So it's a real problem.
Okay, we'll come back and continue this discussion. We'll just take a short break and join us when we return.